They were able to pick up some kills if there were fights. They were showing really good rotation paths. Like they were rotating through phase 3, phase 4. Even if the circle was not given to them, they were able to rotate into prime spots.
Yeah, so really, they've really started to clean up their decision-making and other things like that. That really seems to be very important. Let's take a look at some of our other teams. Team Quadro from Korea. This is a team that has been my perennial dark horse in Korea. All of 2019, I kept saying Quadro has a chance, Quadro has a chance. Finally, they pick up Renba, and all of a sudden, things just started clicking. Renba has been an absolute monster. 1.3 kills per round for him. Highest damage dealer on Quadro. Yowook's going to lead the way as your play caller for them and your team leader. Don't sleep on Quadro. They are capable of putting up huge days. I've seen them put up 70 points in 5 games before. They're absolutely nuts.
Griffin as well. You will never be left out with 2 heart with an AK or an M4. He's going to be able to put up 4 frags, 5 frags just in a split of a second.
Yeah, that's absolutely right. 2 heart and 2 tap. I like to call them the 2-0. They're very good together, and they kind of combine forces. Really good at it. Under really made a splash. Make that on the team here.
Oh yeah, the lobby of the first game of the day, Erangel.
Can't wait for this one to get started. This is it. Finally, we're getting big-time PUBG going again. It started yesterday. It continues again today. And I cannot wait for this. You got a member of Gen G saying some things in Korean. If you want to translate, go for it. But I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna try.
Yeah, you guys watch the YouTube videos of this being summarized. But the match is gonna begin in 50 seconds. 16 teams, 64 alive at the moment. We don't know what the playing path is yet, but once we see it, we'll be able to have a bit of a clue on which teams will go where.
Yeah, exactly. We just gotta wait as everybody gets in the lobby, make sure everything is good to go for our teams and players. And of course, if everybody's able to get out of the plane okay, the match goes underway. So we're just waiting for all that. And of course, you gotta be able to get to the ground as well. So this is, of course, we're just watching Gen G. I mean, who else? Again, we don't know. You mentioned this earlier, that the scrims have been, Tianba has been contesting them.
Yeah, so a couple of viewpoints that I want to definitely pick out is that will Tianba fight against Gen G at South George? And the second thing is going to be, will be there any contestants in Pochinki? And third, will there be any contestants by the 12 houses by the bridge?
Exactly. I think that's going to be really interesting. The 12 houses you mentioned, those are the ones down on the southern end, more towards the farm, correct, in that area?
So we have our first plane going from the 11 o'clock down towards 7 o'clock here. We see a couple teams dropping down. It's going to be All-Stars going towards Kamishiki. And we're going to have Stalber have some players in as well.
Yep, it looks like All-Stars, they're going to be dropping up north this go around. We're watching, just seeing where everyone wants to go. EM's always Severny. That's not surprising at all. That is just where they always end up. They're just a northern team. They're our kings of the north.
And this is a pretty classic plane, so we're not going to be seeing any super crazy rotations, I feel like.
No, I think you're exactly right. This is a really fair plane path, so there really shouldn't be anything too nuts. Maybe if there's 2 teams heading over to Milta and Milta Power, every once in a while you see if there's just some unlucky spawns with vehicles, teams will kind of have a fight a little bit over there. Okay, so it looks like it might happen. They're going for vehicles over here. It's just a little bit too far to get there on a natural drop. So let's see if Gen G and Tianba, they're just going to go for it. I was wondering if Gen G might consider backing off. I heard rumors they were thinking about it.
Yeah, so one thing about Gen G is that the plane path is not too great. They will sometimes drop towards Multi Power, but this time around, even though it's not close for a natural drop, so to say, we're going to see some battles between Tianba and Gen G this time around. Looks like they're going to pick up some vehicles, or it looks like Tianba is going to back out to North George this time.
Oh, yeah, okay. I think Gen G got a better jump on the vehicles, or at least a position where they could potentially punish Tianba. There is some shots going down. That's Pio drifting way out there, trying to get into the city. And
once the second phase and third phase goes on, South George, North George, the rotations will have to happen, and when the time comes, there is going to be a fight clash between those two teams. And at the same time, we see LYG down towards military base. They're gonna have a blue juicy loot, but it looks like there might be a rich campers. So for them, for their rotation, they could be caught out.
Maybe it's don't often see infantry camp that bridge. Maybe the weird thing is it does happen when I least expect it. A team does end up bridge camping because they get a read on the team's scrims or something like that. You never know. It's not something teams like to do consistently. It's just from time to time, you will get some bridge camping, and it's used as like a surprise tactic.
And also, like, you're putting a lot on the line if you're bridge camping. You're basically spending time. You're rotating in early, so you're losing that early position into the given up circle. So you're giving up a lot. So if you don't get any kills, if you're not picking up those kill points, and if you're not picking up those items from dead players, you're gonna lose everything. You're gonna lose the match even sometimes.
Exactly correct. You really slow down your rotations on top of everything you just said. There you can see PO's mouse pad. You can watch him move around those behemoth mouse pads that everybody likes to use for PUBG, so you can really get that recoil control good and everything like that. And I think, yeah, this is really exciting as we are watching from third-person perspective for a lot of this. But guys, of course, this is competitive PUBG. We only play FPP these days. Don't get confused. This is all FPP all the time from here on out.
Yeah, and PO's setup looks pretty ready. He already has picked up an SLR, and when you give a DMR to PO, you know what's gonna happen.
He's gonna rip bases. That's what he's gonna do. At least we hope. As fans of him and his team, he is proven to be just absolutely nutty with that stuff. OGN did end up getting Pachinki to themselves. No one contested this, so this is a really big boon for OGN, and I definitely think boosts their potential into this. Oh no, the Japanese teams are running into each other here. It's going to be Detonation versus Sun Sister.
Well, it's going to be a disaster. It looks like Machado is going to try to pick up a down, but he's going to be downed as well. Kandasu going down as well. And oh my god, SCS will flush it down.
Yeah, that's two quick finishes there. Another one. I think Detonation Gaming White is going to be okay. I think Sun Sister is just going to have to leave this one and not let it happen. And let's see, Kendes, yeah, he is going to get finished off by C's. C's has got a Bolt action there. That's pretty interesting. We don't see too much Bolt action in the Asia region these days. And I think we are going to be okay. It's going to be Fiachan, the sole surviving member for Sun Sister. If you're going to have anybody survive, him or Crazy Sam, definitely the two guys you'd like to see.
Yeah, Fiachan now be the last man standing on Sun Sisters. He's gonna have to find a spot and chill, don't die until the circle's closed down. Hopefully, maybe he can get the placement points for like 3-4 points. We'll see what happens. Erangel has a lot of spots to hide unless the circles are given out towards the fields. So we'll see. The circles might rotate towards the north, then there are going to be more buildings. If it rotates down towards the south, then it might be a little hard for him.
Yeah, absolutely. This one's kind of a 50-50 if it's going to end up on the north or the south of the river for sure. And this is a pretty fair circle to start out with. I don't think many players complain about this kind of thing. It's kind of nice for Element Mystic because they're able to take up a lot of real estate because teams are going to want to be as close to the river as they can. If there is a hard shift, then they have to go to one side or the other.
Yeah, so for this first phase we have here, it's 50-50 as you've mentioned it for sure. If it rotates down, then there's only 3 bridges you could cross, and there are definitely going to be bridge campers. Hopefully not, but like players want to pick up those kill points. So one of the specific places I want to mention is right outside of Rozov, the house is being shown right now. If they hold the 3 houses up top, then they can easily pick up shots, pick up kills, crossing the bridge right on top.
Yeah, that's absolutely true. There are a couple nice compounds next to the bridges around this river that you can definitely hold. Of course, the most famous one probably being the square compound that's over by Georgia Pole, which Tianba is just leaving. Griffin, they went to Primorsk as they will go Primorsk or Zarki usually. They kind of like to play from the edges. They're more of an edge playing team. They like to find kills. If they get the center of the circle, that's fine. They're totally happy to take it and work with it, of course. But they don't mind playing from the edges as well, again, because of their strong team fighting capabilities.
Yeah, and plus, early on, it's not an easy decision to risk to lose a member by fighting. So by farming the edges, there's a less chance of you picking up fights with the team trying to land with you.
Yeah, that's also very true. Sometimes each other have their own way as we move through. The Griffin boys still on our camera here as they have a long rotation. They might be bumping into headshots might cross back over to Detonation, who seems to just be involved in a bunch of fights. This doesn't surprise me too much. Detonation is one of the more aggressive Japanese teams.
And we see WMB just holding onto that facility here. Looks like Detonation Gaming White is going to try to cross the road, not being caught yet. Machao running on his feet. We're gonna see some actions if they do get spotted out by WMB. There's gonna be some shots coming in. Definitely Machao running on his feet. Fire. Hopefully not. He's not gonna die, but we'll see what happens.
Yeah, it looks like he might have relayed the information from his teammates around the Yaz area. I think they're up in the blues by the lake, so they're gonna be able to hold all of that down. But it looks like right now Detonation should be able to get away relatively unscathed here. Genji, not too surprising to see one of their members up on the Everest Mountain. This is really what they do. And I'm curious again, we've seen some teams in the past kind of make them pay for doing this so consistently. They always go up to the top here. Now this is the opposite side of where they usually go, so Loki playing it a little bit more safe, but I think he hears infantry coming.
Yeah, so Loki just backed out, with, not risking too much when he heard the vehicles of infantry. If he decided to over-rotate up top to Everest, then he might have picked up a couple kills. I don't know what could have happened, but Loki's decided to play this one safe.
Yeah, absolutely. Over to Griffin. Infantry just kind of bopped on ahead of Griffin, and now they're trying to put some pot shots into LYG. And again, Griffin is not afraid to fight you. If they feel like they're in a better position than you, they will absolutely take the fight, take some shots. I think one thing that you will see a little bit more in the Asian region than we saw yesterday in APAC is teams will just shoot at anything. I mean, they don't care.
Oh yeah. Any cars moving around, they're gonna burn their bullets at. And now we have the second phase circle up, and it's gonna be that little island in the middle is gonna be the center for the second phase. We're gonna have teams rotating in from east and west. Genji with the vehicles coming up towards Everest, and infantry here as well. Like, they're not gonna pick up fights. They're gonna try to hold on to the side of the circle for sure.
Yeah, no, definitely, I agree with you. Infantry's in a great spot. They cover that bridge. They can rotate north or south depending on where this goes, because we're still in a 50-50 here with phase 2. I really like infantry's position. Genji does not, they're fine. They can at least get the information from on top of that mountain. And Hikari from VLG going to find an early down onto maps off screen there. As Kira is going to get moving. More of a support style player for Element Mystic, but all of Element Mystic very, very capable.
Right, so Kira's just gonna pick up his teammates, and it looks like they're gonna rotate in as well. Hikari flushing down maps as well. Probably just died out from bleeding, looks like.
Well, he got the headshot there with an M4, so it looks like he was able to maneuver it into an angle after he got it down. So not too bad of a start there for VLG. They needed something to go, because it has been really tough sledding for them in a lot of their more recent tournaments since they were the top team in Korea for the qualifiers. We're gonna see if they can pick it up. Fiachan all alone here. Bench. This is, I'm curious to see if he's able to pick anything up off this.
Fiachan's holding a great angle though, just right up top of the stairs, so he might be able to pick up some headshots of the players coming up the stairs. Maknae in the wrong house though, he's going to be on the house next doors. But looks like Kira V came in through as well, 2 versus 1. I don't know what Fiachan is capable of, but we're going to see some action going on. Kira V entering the right house now, checking out. Fiachan has noticed the sound as well. Now Kira V looking to go up the stairs, and this is a dangerous moment. Oh, he's going to look towards the back, and Fiachan is going to finish Kira V, and that's going to be 8 down and a kill for Elemental Mystic. Losing a member early on, not good for them for sure.
Yeah, that's a bit of a misstep there by Kira. He could have come up the stairs at least looking forward. I think, great job by Fiachan not giving anything away, not looting anything inside of there. All the doors were in their default state. So Fiachan was able to sneakily get that by making it look like nobody had entered this compound. Now he's going to push over to the other one. He knows Maknae is there, but here come the reinforcements. He's going to get the person. Oh no, never mind, he's going to get a knock. Lash runs over Kinch.
Oh, that's a disaster. And now Maknae trying to save himself by jumping out those windows, Fiachan being the first floor, and Maknae will take a down onto Fiachan. So, but, in the end, Sun Sisters will be happy with just single player, going down. Although, he was the last one, he was the only one in those 2 houses. So, for him, by picking up a kill, yes, 1 kill point is good enough, I would say. 2 would have been better, but, there was no way for Fiachan to go out of this alive.
Yeah, ideally, you're picking up 1 or 2 points. I mean, when you're down to a solo, it's really hard to do any more than that, unless you get really lucky with a circle that maybe ends up around a city and you're able to get inside the city and just hide in a building for forever. So, unfortunate for Fiachan there, but he is able to get one. And Element Mystic, they got to remember, sometimes people are in weird places. This circle, when it shifts, I'm really curious to see what it will exactly do when we get a look at it. Over here with Quadro and Entis. Entis likes 2-2 splits. So they're one of the few teams in Korea that kind of still favors that. Oh, good Lord, that is a brutal, brutal circle. Still 50-50 over that river.
But, you know, Tiamba is going to be favored by the circle for sure, being the dead center of the circle. Infantry and Genji definitely liking this circle as well. And for the teams at the outer edge of the blue circle, it's going to be harder for them to rotate in towards the center. Looks like 4 AM is going to be running on their cars as well, but they have a good chance of meeting up with All-Stars, and looks like some shots are being exchanged.
Yeah, that's off to the side as VLG is making their rotation, of course, the circle shifting away from them. They're up ahead of Entis. They're going to be moving through in a straight line there, which is typically what you want to do. You don't want to minimize the risk. Wayless is going to get the first knock onto Carl. Finish that easy peasy. Good spray, good finish. All headshots. That is what you like to see. Now, 4AM did lose long early on in this one. I believe it was to All-Stars or LYG. I can't remember exactly which. But VLG, this is Ghibli. This is not VSG. It's a different team. Grenades starting to rain in from Quadro.
Yeah, L-Stars tried to dodge the fight against 4 AM, and now they're being picked up by Quadro. Yacha's gonna go in, try and go for the M4 spray downs. DLX will take down monsters, and looks like Quadro squad is gonna move in hard. Yacha going for the spray downs, takes down WMB, and it's gonna be the end for L-Stars Gaming, eliminated at 15th place.
Yeah, man, that was a great fight take by Quadro. Great timing, but now they're getting pushed in the back by Rush B, so they did a good third party, and Rush B set up in a good position to pick them off. Renba going down, that is not what you want for Quadro. He has been your top fragger for that team for quite some time, so good fight. They get a lot of points out of it. Let's see what they can do going forward. If the circle shifts north, Quadro's not in a bad position.
Yeah, but this time around, Quadro looks like they lost all their vehicles. I think the ones with the operating wheels are on fire with low HP. So the next rotation's not going to be easy for them for sure.
Yeah, regardless, especially if this goes south, they're in a world of trouble because it's not easy to get across that river. And there's no way Rush B is going to let you get away with it. I would assume. I think Rush B, they know exactly where Quadro is, so it shouldn't be anything that they're really interested in doing. Over to the mountain as LYG is trying to come up behind Genji. So here we go, the big first battle that Genji is probably going to have to face. They have the positional advantage. Let's see if they can get it to go.
Loki running hot on his feet. LYG might be ditching one vehicle here, and looks like PO is going to get off his vehicle to take some shots as well. Lash actually is going to take it down on page 101, and he's not going to have enough bullets to take down the second player, but that's definitely a happy thing for Lash for sure.
Oh, great shooting by him. Yeah, he's definitely happy about this. That's a free point for EM. These teams so good at taking each other's out of vehicles. Curzon, they did not perform well until very recently in the PUBG Masters League, and they struggled a lot in Onslaught Season 4 as well. So I'm a little worried about Curzon. They're new to all of this. They've never been on the big stage. They're kind of a ragtag group of players who have recently kind of just tried to. They've been switching players in and out, but they've been doing very poorly, mostly in the PML until very, very recently. Genji did end up backing off the fight, prioritizing the circle. Like you kind of mentioned earlier, this is what Korean teams want to do.
So with the phase 4 circle being out, we might see 4 or 5 teams rotating in towards south of the river, and you know, like the circle is holding on to 2 bridges, so we're gonna have a clash of teams trying to rotate. We are seeing underwater for sure as well, but looks like it's gonna be Lash trying to get the second kill for his kill board.
Yeah, absolutely. He wants that second one for sure. EM, they suffered a loss early to Sneaky Snake, and here comes Entis, easy peasy on the Leo. We're going to push on leading a church by Ruins. They have all of Gex in front of them still, so they get the first one. Now they're taking a bunch of damage. Pio's going to get a knock, but it's actually going to be stolen. Makai, Pio's getting pushed. It's going to be actually Migo who's going to steal all of that. That car blew up. It looked like it might have been Pio, but no, it was Migo from LIG.
Killing his own teammates as well. That's a nightmare for his team. Looks like Lin Shan's gonna look towards the downside of the river, and Chai Wei gonna find it down on Sung Jang. Oh, the second one coming in through as well. Entis, their teammates. Where's their teammates? Where's the backup? Kale is gonna jump out of the window, trying to take on the revive here.
Yeah, this is the guy that you have to worry about for Gex. If he starts just short as both reses are being attempted. The first one is done. Second one not too far behind. Kale had to back off because he heard Chai Wei moving forward.
Yeah, the two downs by Chai Wei is not going to connect to a point, but some mollies are trying to be put down to push the players back. Chai Wei on the run now, losing half HP, and Entis, they're not happy with this. They're definitely not happy with this, and they want to punish Chai Wei for that. But they're not going to push just as Indigo is going to be down by the molly put down by Chai Wei.
Yeah, great job here by Chai. I mean, he's literally doing this practically by himself in a way. I mean, the rest of Gex, the way they're set up is to try to guard him long-range. Maknae, he is going to get found out by something from Curzon. Put some shot into 4AM behind him. They're returning a little bit of damage from Kinch. So here goes Kinch. He's going to launch up some of his utility as the fights are really starting to kick off here. This Phase 4 circle is brutal. There's not a lot of territory and compounds for teams to work with.
If that was a nade, he would have gotten 2 downs and 1 kill with a single nade, but looks like it's just going to be a smoke to cover himself up from the angle. And 4AM way less walking up those hills, and he might catch Lash off guard here. Tree hiding himself. Oh, he caught the back, so Forever going to go for the shot, but not going to land it, and instead Lash is going to punish him for that early peek here.
Yeah, I thought Forever had the jump on him, but he pulled the trigger just a little bit too early. That alerted Lash to his presence. Here comes EM. They're going to have to push forward just a little bit, but 4M's working the other side of the hill, trying to see if they can catch EM, overextending a little bit. Dava's going to find Chai Wei, though, giving potentially a little bit of reprieve to Entis. This is all going out in the blue, that fight between Gex and Entis. Element Mystic, meanwhile, they are duking it out with 4AM. It's all blue damage that's doing a bunch of this now. Great grenade is going to finish off Kinch. Actually, the blue finishes off Kinch, but the grenade helped.
And now the fifth phase. From now on, the players have to rotate fast. The circle, the blue zone is going to hurt a lot, and the circle is going to be given towards the north of the river. And we're going to see Genji trying to go for infantry, but instead they are looking to find the edge of the circle. Loki taking a couple beat down from Detention Gaming White. Machao is going to take it down onto Loki. Malifaux looking to finish him off as well. Pio goes down as well, one of the star players. Machao definitely putting up a good fight, taking down 2 downs and a flush as well. Inonix instead will be taking 2 downs onto Detention Gaming White, being eliminated at the 10th place.
Wow, and Onyx and Aqua 5 coming up huge at the end of that fight. They save their team's bacon, and they're going to be able to get PO up. Oh god, they got to be careful. The vehicle
is going to be lifting downwards. Okay, that was a paper-thin moment here.
Oh no! All right, so I think they're okay. PO. Ooh, we got the eye tracking software going. Sweet. You can see what the players look at, where they look. That little red bubble that floats around is pretty dope.
But yeah, also as I've mentioned before, Inonix definitely one of the top players previously on Dynamo Gaming. Being added to Genji roster has completed their mission. I feel it feels like that.
Oh yeah, I mean they went to just try to make the best roster in Korea, get all 4 of the best players at their designated roles, kind of, and they went out and did that. So all the props in the world to the Genji organization. Really wanted to continue to build on their success from last year. I don't know what Two Heart's going to do. He's in trouble. He's got to get in the river. He knows he's got to swim. Take some damage going in, and look at Lambo just getting up here. He wants no part of Two Heart getting any feet on this beach.
Yeah, Lambo's going to get third party though while he's trying to third party onto Griffin. Minsung's going to take some beat down onto Lambo, surviving with 1 HP actually. That was very close. And now Two Heart successfully making himself across the river. Let's see what he can do for his teammates. He has 2 more teammates to rotate through, so if he can hold his ground and push off Lambu, the whole VLG squad, then Minsung is going to be able to cross the river as well. And now a couple smokes being put down to save himself from Quadro. Yacha looking towards uphill.
Yeah, he's got Curzon up above him. Curzon losing 1 member, but 2 kills here early for Curzon, a top 8 finish. So I would say this is a nice, solid start to the day for them. You know, I would have considered them kind of one of the bottom teams in terms of expectations, but hey, right now they're getting it done. They're working a ridge line. They've got a decent amount of the circle. The circle probably gonna move up towards them potentially. No, it actually centers up. So they've got a decent beachhead going. It's gonna be a little tricky, but Tianba's got the square compound, and that thing is just so strong here.
Tianba, by holding those houses, they can look down towards the bridge, they can look down towards the guard post, and they can take some shots up top of the mountain as well. But at the same time, if they were to leave the compound as the circle moves on, then it's going to be a hard rotation for them, because if there are any players holding up top of the mountain, the angle is not so great for Tianba. Let's it actually favors the players up top of the mountain.
Oh, there goes Mean Sung getting the opening down onto Deva. Gonna throw a grenade up and over. This is a really tough task. VLG really good damage with that grenade. The stun comes up, he backs him off for just a second, but now he's getting help from Too Hard. They have got VLG on the ropes. It is just Hikari left.
And Hikari looking to get some downs on Two Hearts, and he does get the down onto Two Hearts. One player remaining on each team. I don't know if the teams want to go for the reses, but we'll see. We have Tiamba coming in from third party from behind, and he's gonna take the shots and take a kill onto Hikari. So VLG eliminated here, rank 8.
Great job by Griffin holding out as long as they have. Mean Sung's very in trouble. PO quick and easy. Never mind, it's going to be him finishing off that player. So good job by PO to pick that up. Aqua 5's going to get Yan Li. So Genji is now farming other teams' kills, or knocks at least. They're picking up some points that way. So that's pretty scary for these other teams because they usually get points in team fights, that kind of thing. Wow, Lorena, the top fragger for Tiamba, he gets nice little shots. Those are tricky.
And Inonix just down instantly by an infantry member right here. They didn't want to pick up fights with the Tiamba, so instead they wanted to go towards the top left side of the circle. But rather, instead, they're gonna start losing members one by one. Aqua 5 being down by Lorena as well.
Yeah, you're gonna be maybe sending somebody forward here. It sounds like the vehicles as Tiamba gets ready for the next circle. Tough spot here for Genji. They're very exposed. All these teams up on the side and over in the bottom can kind of see them, so it's going to be a little tricky. Kind of depends on how much utility they have available. And not coming from DA with the bolt action from the M24. Something's going to get Yowook. So just two members, Yacha and D-Lax left for Quadro. Decent spray, but not able to get the knock.
Yeah. And utility towards the late game is really important as we don't see much buildings and facilities being put into the circle. It's mostly going to be fields and mountains and hills. So without smokes, it's hard to rotate. Without nades, you're not going to be able to clear out angles. Pio looking towards to take a kill onto Martian here.
Yeah, Pio's going to open it up with a frag grenade, and it's going to be a knock coming from Aqua 5's frag as well, as they're kind of throwing dual frags into that smoke, and now Pio's going to back off just a bit. Smokes are going to be used to cover the southern angle, so they just can focus on this one team fight. Very, very good stuff. Tiamba now doing what they like to do, and that's come in third party some of these fights, so they're getting on the backside of Yacha. He is surely going to go down. Indeed, he does, and that's 5 kills for Tiamba so far.
And for Team Kirsten, I don't know if it was a good idea to fight two battlegrounds at the same time. They were facing off Genji, they were facing off Quadro at the same time. Two members split to two sides, and it definitely didn't pay them off. Well, they ended up losing a member, so
that's hard. That's a big bite to chew, but they might be doing it, man. There's some headshots coming in. Something knocks PO. DA gets to M200. I don't know what's gotten into this Team Curzon, but they are playing really, really well against some very strong teams.
Yeah, Aqua 5 is going to take on the revive for PO, and once the revive is up, they're going to push Kirsten, and there's actually a Quadro member alive behind Kirsten, so D-Lax, let's see what he's capable of when Genji pushes out. I think he's waiting for the moment as well for Genji to push. Like, he's the only member alive on his team, so definitely he doesn't want to go at a preemptive timing.
Yeah, exactly. He's trying to get something to go. These are great grenades from Genji. Good mollies. Get those teammates stuck behind that tree. But Aqua 5 tries to push up. And DA from long range. Oh my goodness. Curzon takes down Genji. Excellent stuff by Team Curzon. That's 5th place for the Genji boys.
4 teams remaining, 7 players alive. And now we're going closer to the final circle almost. And once the circle closes in, we're gonna see what happens. Lorena trying to take on spray downs towards Minsung. Minsung just barely surviving it. It was actually really close. Minsung in the blue zone. He has to go in now. He has no HP. Looks like he just gave up and went for the kills, but he's gonna burn out from the blue zone.
Oh yeah, but he was just looking to see if he could get a point, an extra point, if he got a little lucky with that spray into the smoke. D-Lax in the meantime gonna sit Tian down with that SLR up on the hill. People haven't forgot about him, but he has a nice position with plenty of cover. Everything that Tianba could use to see him is either going to reveal themselves or they have to back up to the street, which of course they're not going to want to do that. So Curzon, I tell you what, I was not high on this team coming into this, but right now this is their game to lose.
This is their moment. They're holding on to the circle. They're holding on to prime positions. One member of Quadro and Tian alive. So it's going to be 3 versus 1 versus 1, and it's hard to lose that. You know, it's really hard to lose that, especially when you have the circle towards you as well.
Well, I'm worried if the pressure is going to get to them. If if Tianba and Quadro kind of put their crosshairs onto the members of Curzon and start tearing them apart, will they kind of fold, or are they going to be able to stand strong here? The win condition is theirs. They have in this situation to get it. Will it happen? It's going to be a little bit here as D-Lax is going to go full boost. Get ready for this final circle as him, and I think Lorena is just in on the southern edge there. So actually Lorena has a really nice position to work with because a lot of utility has already been expended.
Yeah, Lorena basically just snuck in from behind, not getting caught by Curzon. And D-Lax is going to wait for his moment. He definitely knows Curzon players are looking towards his side since there were some gunfires from towards where he's positioned at. So he's going to wait. He's going to wait till the blue circle zones in a little more, and he might spawn on his feet. He has a couple utilities, just one smoke and one molly. But I don't know. This is really hard for D-Lax to rotate in. He's going to crawl on the ground instead.
Yeah, he's just trying to hide himself as long as he can, give the least amount of sight possible to the other teams as he comes on in. Lorena looking around, seeing there's a smoke there. He kind of looks up at it, but nobody's actually home at that particular smoke. Curzon, they were set up. He has a general idea of where they're going to be, of course, because there's only so many rocks and other cover left inside of this circle, so he's just waiting to see if someone peeks out, kind of gives him an opportunity, but nope, it's going to be something that's going to get the opening damage. D-Lax is just going to let himself go down to the blue.
And now it's 3 versus 1. Lorena last one standing. And the circle is definitely not in his favor. And it's going to be Team Curzon taking the chicken dinner to their team.
Wait. Maybe Lorena, he's still down there. It looks pretty good for him. It's just going to take some good shooting here to do it from him. He's out in the open. Indeed, yes, it is going to be Team Curzon taking the game in first place with 8 kills. And this is the shocker of the year for me. I was not expecting these guys to come out and be your first winners. All right, well, so that was a pretty fun